Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I'm here on this Eat Clean journey that I want to be able to share with you guys. And I just want to show you some of the foods that I'm eating these days. Trying to eat as natural as possible, as clean as possible. And some of the things that I'm making, I want to make sure that you have a chance to try to make them and you can try to maybe eat clean too. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a really good chocolate pudding. Yeah, because I love it. And what I like to do is actually eat things that are tasty. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and you guys can take a look and see, and hopefully you'll try it too. So what I'm going to start out with is with 1 avocado. Yeah, you heard me right. 1 avocado. So I'm actually going to use half of this avocado, and this is going to be basically my base, the smooth part of the pudding. But I know it seems a little bit weird and odd, but once we put all the flavors together, you won't even be able to taste the avocado. So I'm going to open up my avocado. Yep. And push this to the side. And we're going to take out the small NutriBullet, cup, right? And so what I'm going to do is take the inside of this avocado and put it inside the NutriBullet. So here we go. So not so difficult, right? The next step is to actually, what I like to do next is I'll usually take, I think, a half a cup of milk. What I'll usually do is add a little bit of milk because I want to really get it to smooth out. So, of course, I'm using nut milk, almond milk. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there because I really want to smooth this out. And so I'll put it in the NutriBullet for a second. And so as you can see, it kind of got like that smooth consistency similar to some kind of pudding-ish. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put, I think today I'm going to go with 3 teaspoons of, this is actually cacao powder, Sun Food. This is the brand that I love the best. So I'm going to do 1. You know what I'm going to do first? 2 heaping teaspoons, because you don't want to do too much if you could get the right flavor ahead of putting more. So I put 2 heaping teaspoons of that. I'm actually going to go in and put some coconut oil. I kind of like to do this because I like to get at least some of the benefits of coconut oil plus a little bit of the smoothness of it. So I'm doing that. Then what I'll do is I will add, yeah, it sounds weird, but I'm going to add a little bit of honey. Not that that sounds weird because honey always tastes good, but the whole point is here to eat natural. So it's raw, local honey. Try to be smart and do that. I'm probably just going to do 1, well, actually, you know what I'll do today? A little extra teaspoon. I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons of that, but you can try it and make it taste as good as you want. You just want to be smart and not overdo it with all the added sugars. So the next thing I'm going to put in is a little bit of salt just to kind of bring a little bit of the flavor out of it. So I did about like 3 spins of it. Nothing fancy. Anyway, the next thing I'll do is just put it all together, you know what, and see how it mixes together. And then from there we'll decide if it needs a little bit of milk, a little bit more of anything in particular. I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting it to smooth out, which means I think I might have needed a little bit more milk. So I'll go with 1/4. This is a half cup, by the way, but I'm not using the whole thing. So I just put like another 1/4 cup. So in total so far now, like half a cup of nut milk. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more. Just a little bit, but I totally haven't put like a whole, maybe 3/4 of a half. I don't know. So now it's starting to come together more like the consistency I was looking for. I probably used in total a half a cup of milk with this. Nut milk, that is. Oh my God, it looks so good. I'm just cleaning off the sides so I can get all of everything that I put in it inside the mix. because a part of putting the things in is to make sure that they mix in. So if you put all that honey and it's stuck to the wall of the cup, you're losing out on a little bit extra flavor. So I'm going to mix this up one more time. One more again. Okay, so anything I put in the NutriBullet, I try to do it for 1 minute at a time. So that was probably a good, like, whatever, 30 seconds or so. And then hit that off and take a taste. And then from there, put it in my cup. So it looks really creamy, right? Let's see what it tastes like, because that's the deciding factor. I think you could use a little bit more of something. And put a teeny bit more of honey. So it's probably like I just put 3 teaspoons of honey. I usually try to put a little less, but maybe I put extra, maybe I just put a little bit too much chocolate. Okay, let's see what this came out like now. I like that. So I'll just put it in my little cup here, my little trusty dessert cup, and I'll put this in the refrigerator. I can usually get like from a half an avocado, a good 6 to 8 ounces, which is kind of the size that you get when you go to the store anyway. And what I'll do is, look whatever's left over, I'll put this inside the refrigerator and let it get a little bit cold so it can get a little bit harder. And I'll have a little dessert of my own when I want something really healthy. So you should try it too, and let me know what you think. It tastes really good, and let me know what you think.